It's funny you put her in the attic too. That's something I would do, I think, if I killed someone just out of laziness. It's like that's a tomorrow issue.
He's gonna stink in like 2 days.
You don't have much
You
time
can't
up there,
leave it there, but it's like it's a lot of work.
You know how hot it is in the attic?
Yeah,
like,
no, it's a whole thing,
It's
but
like-
I think at the same time I could see myself procrastinating easily.
You know what? He doesn't have to hide her that long. You know what? He's probably fine because the world's gonna end in 4 days.
You're right. He doesn't care about the
yeah,
smell.
he doesn't even care.
Welcome back to JuiceLabs.
Hey everybody, we're here with episode 5 of Umbrella Academy Season 1. I'm Corey.
I'm Clay.
Juice.
In the last episode, we saw Klaus disappeared into a box.
Klaus is getting choked.
Oh,
yeah, there's time travel shit.
Well, we think it's
He
time
went
travel.
to a briefcase.
It's probably time travel, we assume.
Everything's a circle. There's 3
Yeah.
timelines. The 80s.
You open up
Yep.
the briefcase, it takes you before the World War, though,
There's a cave.
and then it turns you into a big mutant.
So we have it all figured out. Let's get into it.
What the heck?
Whoa.
That's a real person?
I work for an organization called the Commission. We are tasked with the preservation of the time continuum through manipulation and removals.
Time police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
They are
people
just time police.
make choices that alter time. You're not a target. You're a recruit. I've come to offer you a job, number 5, in return for 5 years of service. Once your contract is done, you can retire to the time and place of your choosing, with a pension plan to boot.
I mean, you gotta take that, because otherwise you're just in the apocalypse. And you think they would have came like a couple years earlier,
Yeah.
before he was 50.
He killed JFK.
I know. No way.
Well, that solves
I was
that.
to say he's kind of Forrest Gumping his way through time here, except
Yeah.
he's directly responsible.
That's funny.
Every major thing.
I can't believe number 5 killed JFK. Who would
I
have guessed?
had a feeling.
I knew that from episode 1.
They didn't realize it, but I was biding my time, trying to figure out the right equation, so I could get back. If I could just get back, I knew I could stop the apocalypse. So I broke my contract.
So he didn't kill JFK.
So who kills JFK?
it was
Lee Harvey Oswald.
it was just Lee Harvey Oswald
Ah,
from the book Depository.
Yeah. Maybe he was supposed to kill Lee Harvey Oswald.
That's probably it.
oh goodness.
That makes a lot more sense.
that does make a lot more sense. Is this Klaus?
Is Klaus in 1963?
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, he's just on.
A lot of people in this show minding their business.
Yeah.
That's what I like to see.
I do like that. Especially on a bus.
I'm on the train. My only problem is me getting off the train.
That's
Yeah.
true. I'm on public transit.
Mm-hmm.
Leonard seems perfectly charming, perfectly thoughtful, perfect, really. But I've been around long enough to know that when something seems too perfect, it's usually anything but.
No, we called that one.
That is tomorrow work.
Yeah.
It's the Necronomicon. Jesus. Now I'm just confused.
I don't know what her power is. Yeah, something. Oh,
It's
no.
got to be something so OP that they were suppressing it.
This is weird.
Now, is this activating Mom? Oh, does Pogo sense it?
Do you remember what happened?
I do.
And you understand that the children can never know.
I understand.
Did Pogo fucking kill
Was it the mom's eye?
What?
Could be.
Wait a second. So was Pogo in on the death of the older dude, or was he talking about like
Could have talking about anything.
Was
I
he
don't know.
talking about just like, do you remember what happened, like how you got unplugged? And then he didn't want
Well, that's
the
what he's-
children to know that it was Diego who unplugged her.
I don't think so. I mean, that's what I thought for a second, but the look on his face and the fact that that was like the end of the episode big reveal, like I feel like that wasn't that big of a, that if it was just like, yeah, don't tell everyone that Diego was the one that killed you, that's not that much of a revelation. It's just like a,
And as opposed to
I think it meant that Pogo was like, do you remember what happened? In the sense that we all agreed to, like, you know, I think that Pogo killed the dad, but like it was like a decision they made amongst themselves. Being like, hey,
Yeah, it could be
we
something
need
like
to
that.
we need to get all the kids back here for one last ride. How are we
Yeah.
gonna do that? Well, only thing we could do that for is if there was a funeral for you, because there's no way we could get them in the same room together after that.
That's probably
and
it.
then Pogo maybe did the deed.
Yeah, I'm not totally throwing Pogo out the door.
Not,
you know?
you know, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it was a bad thing. I think it was a
It-
conscious decision.
Well, it could have too just been, hey, you can't tell all the other kids that it was Diego who shut you down because they'll never forgive him, and it'll tear everybody apart, which is also a
It's
possibility.
possible, but I don't think so.
Well, her power just confused me a bunch at the end. I mean, that was like an independent force that went back to the house.
Yeah, and I kind of thought Pogo was
was
going to see it and
far-reaching.
be like, fuck. That's how it was going to
I thought that's what was going to happen too, but
He's
yeah.
got that animal instinct.
So she just controls an invisible force that is very far-reaching, apparently, because it just went across the city.
And can influence people.
Yeah.
Because it made everyone really like her music.
Yeah,
Or
number.
maybe it was just the fact that she was actually feeling and emotional, and that's why the music was so good.
But she wasn't controlling it, because right there, like maybe subliminally while she was playing her thing, she was controlling, because she was like, I really want you to like this, so it was what it was doing. But right there, I mean, she was just, you know, her attention was on the sex she was about to have, and like her essence or whatever was like going through the attic and travel all the way back home, and like I just don't understand that at all.
It's funny, put her in the attic too. That's something I would do, I think, if I killed someone just out of laziness. It's like that's a tomorrow issue.
She's gonna
like-
stink in like 2 days.
You don't have much
you
time
can't
up there.
leave it there, but
but
it's
no.
like it's a lot of
And
work.
You know how hot it is in the attic?
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's a whole thing,
It's
but
like-
I think at the same time I could see myself procrastinating
yeah.
easily.
It's like all right.
He was home all day.
yeah.
He was. Well, you can't take her out during the day. You have to do it at night,
Well, I mean, you
ideally.
chop it up, a couple little boxes.
Yes.
I don't know.
I mean, what he should do is go down to, if he has a basement, go into the basement and then rip up the floor and then get her under there.
He's just got to get rid of her side barrier.
You know what? He doesn't have to hide her that long. You know what? He's probably fine because the world's gonna end in 4 days.
You're right. He doesn't care about the
Oh, yeah,
smell.
he doesn't even care.
About the smell.
Yeah, 4 days. It's like
Yeah.
whatever.
He'll just get some Febreze.
Yeah.
just
just like throw an ice pack at her occasionally.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The world is about to end.
Because do we agree that he's time police?
He's
Probably.
definitely
I-
if he's not
Then
in-
he's along those lines.
yeah,
Like,
he travels through time based on what Allison found out, that there was nothing about him.
he could be like 5 in the way that he joined them at one point and is either still with them or left and is doing his own
possible.
thing.
Yeah, he could be rogue now, doing his own thing.
Who knows?
I think this was my favorite episode
Me
so
too.
far, like by far, because I mean, obviously the first 4 were a lot of building, because there's a lot of characters in this show, between like just the whole fucking family, and then they're actually like the time police get a lot of scenes too,
Yeah.
and it's I think they were just building like the whole history of the whole family together, and now things are starting to come to a head here.
That was my favorite one.
Yeah, it gave a lot of new information. We got to see a lot of cool stuff with freezing time and all that.
I liked that. That was neato.
Get a little more information on 5. Still confused by the whole 4 went back and somehow got tangled up in Vietnam
I don't think
and
it
fell
matters.
in love with a man.
Yeah, I'm
and then-
not too worried about that.
Yeah.
I think it's just like
It makes sense. He went back in time, joined Vietnam, fell in love probably in Vietnam or before, and that's why he went to
That's
Vietnam.
what I
That's
think.
the way that
I
makes
think
the
he
most
went
sense.
back. He was on the bus. He gets off the bus. There's a handsome young man there.
Clearly, they all died or in something except for him or a few people who probably got honorable discharge.
In a helicopter. Yeah, and the next thing you know, he's taking the time briefcase back.
And then just destroys the time briefcase immediately.
Yeah, I mean, it checks out.
I mean, weirder stuff has happened. That makes sense.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's not as detail oriented as Dark was, I think. Or,
Thank God.
Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
JuiceLabs.
JuiceLabs.